Alright, so today we are interviewing Hans Berghoff, an actor and producer at TheRicworks Production. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Richard, for taking the time to film me.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, so to start you off today, first question. So, what was your favorite part when we filmed The Fridge Killer last year?
Oh, what was my favorite part? Most likely the choreographed fight scenes, just trying to get them to work.
Oh, yeah.
How long do we spend on those? Like half an hour on each fight scene? One at the church and then the one outside in the fields?
Oh yeah, each one took at least a good half hour, if not longer. You're just...
Oh.
But yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. I loved that bit too.
Oh yeah. Of course, all the choreographed part we tried to put in the field scene we had to cut just because we're like, nope, this isn't working.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what have you really been doing since The Fridge Killer? I mean, there have been a few of the different shorts, and you contributed to those, you know, working out some plot details and playing different characters, but...
Really, but much I can do. Physics major, no time on my hands. Just general stuff for college.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just some college stuff and things like that. But, I don't know, have you felt like you've had a chance to develop your skills or you've improved somewhat over the, the beginning of all this? You know, from last year till now, things have gotten a little bit different, so do you feel like you're more ready to tackle some new challenges for this?
Well, in terms of future films, of course. The last film, I was mostly just a body, not actually an actor.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this time around it's going to be a little bit different. So, what do you think is your strongest point when it comes to any of these films? I mean, what's your biggest contribution to this?
From what I can see, is just making sure that the story makes more sense, even if the story's not supposed to make sense to begin with. I can help it try to be more logically sound. It's very difficult at times.
Especially with the films that we've made in the past. There is no amount of seriousness when it comes to it.
Yep.
But I guess the key thing is telling a story, so we've been able to do that, so thumbs up so far.
Oh yeah, thumbs up for making some things work out right.
We're gonna have some upcoming projects over the next year and beyond that, kind of what we're gonna be doing. So how do you feel you're gonna be contributing to these upcoming projects?
In all regards, I'll just be an actor like I was in Fridge Killer, but this time I will actually have a speaking role.
And not just a speaking role.
At least one major speaking role.
Mm-hmm. I mean, your character differences, they're still major characters, but this time there's going to be a lot of dialogue memorization for it as well.
Oh yes, a lot of voice acting, and then of course there comes the Galaga project. That's going to be quite interesting, playing the part of a mad scientist developing this reality.
Mm-hmm. Things are going to be a lot crazier this time around, and there's going to be a lot more memorizing. So you're going to be going from a, kind of like a Darth Vader character where it's, just the actor on the stage with a replacement voice to actually being a full-on actor.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't forget about him in his first few movies.
Mm-hmm. When he couldn't speak a lick of English.
Well, he could, it's just it was very thickly accented, it still is.
Mm-hmm. Just even thicker and even harder. But, so yeah, you're basically going from a non-speaking character to a full-on actor in terms of, well, everything an actor is expected of. Short of having to get up and dance and sing. Luckily, we're not doing anything that cruel.
Oh, thankfully we don't believe in musicals. Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Better not to find one on me.
We are not certain about being absolutely against musicals. Only time will tell on that one.
Well, it just depends on what type of story we're trying to tell and if any of us can learn how to sing.
Well...
Of course, Mr. Donald could, but I know I can't, or at least I've been told I can't.
Well, not everyone in the musical has to sing. Sometimes they get to dance.
Well, then it's not a musical. It has to have every major character have at least one song. You can't just have one person sing.
Fair enough. So yeah, but this time though, it's going from your just stand-in actor to a full-on actor. So are you looking forward to being able to play like a complete character this time?
Yes and no, mainly just because I don't like the sound of my voice on camera. Even with the limited speaking roles I had as Sebastian in Fridge Killer, I wanted to just keep reshooting and trying to change my voice somehow.
Which is funny because everything's been accepted pretty well so far. You've been doing a good job.
Yes, it's just me hating myself.
Yeah, we all do that every now and then, but I guess when it comes down to it.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, we got a little bit of time left. I can ask a couple more questions. So, I don't know. How can you feel like you could also provide to this in terms of, is there any props or such that you feel like you could contribute to upcoming projects?
Props, not so much. All I have is mental items, not much of the physical reality besides providing a body, in the case of Fridge Killer.
Ultimate prop, myself.
Yes, and I was a very good prop, if I do say so myself.
Well, sure, you'd think that with glowing eyes and all.
Oh, come on, they were CGI'd in. I didn't have really glowing eyes. I wish I did, though.
We all wish we could at least have glowing eyes for at least a few seconds in our life.
Yep. Me more so than others.
Alright, so I guess to wrap this up, a couple of remaining questions. It's going to be a little bit different this time around because a majority of our original actors are gone, and a lot of them are now pretty busy to actually take time out of their schedules to work on this. So that means we're going to be dealing with a lot of new faces. Are you looking forward to the idea of working with all these new people? Are you kind of comfortable with the idea, or does it just seem a little odd, or I don't know, what's your viewpoint on that?
I do like the idea. We do need to have more variety in the actual cast members that we have at our disposal. Or in the case of the Fridge Killer, we had a lot of our standees just be our actors wearing different sets of clothes and covering their faces just for the sake of making it look like there was actually a crowd there.
We had to use film tricks, basically, in order to make it seem like there were more people than there actually were. This time, though...
My only objection is I do hope that they keep the dramas of their social lives behind so we can actually get to work. That was a problem even with the original casts for these projects, was a lot of the problems did tend to come up during the filming.
It's a hard thing because, you know, with a big film project you have the chance to get these people together and everyone wants to socialize while they have the chance. So it happens, there's no way of really stopping it, but I guess the key thing is trying to focus more so on the story and having a good time filming it.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe this chemistry from the newer people will be better than the old chemistry we had.
We're hoping for
Only
that.
time will tell, though.
Something to wait and see. But yeah, I guess we're out of time, and thank you for your time today.
And thank you.
And we're signing out.